coaches, and they use the term complementary football. Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 49-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 44. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on first down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 44 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At their own.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
He was brought down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
With
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught for a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, 27 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
For a Baltimore Raven.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 53 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Good point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Watch 36. 36 tonight. Here we go. G, get off the field.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Yard pickup on the play.
On play action, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Ravens 21. Packers.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk taken.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson.
2nd and 9 at the 30.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
The ball carrier. Chuck Clark on the tackle.
Off the play fake. Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. Down Packers.
Touchdown.
Robert Tonyan. 31 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious They've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Baltimore, first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
At the Packers' 7-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll go again to Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
Jackson now.
3rd and 2.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Pass.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. It's so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
41-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 5.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Smith on
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game.